Okay, so, all right, so algorithms, who would like to share?
I'll share.
Yes, that's me.
Ah, thank you.
Code.
And this is the acronym. I don't even know how to say it. Acronymize. Cool. Okay. So walk us through it.
So we started off by making an array and setting it equal to the parameter being split. Then we created a empty string variable that we would have inevitably returned.
Cool.
We made a for loop that's going to cycle through our new array. And at each index of the array, each index being a different word, it's going to add on the first character of that word. After it adds it all in, it's going to turn the new array into, or the new string all uppercase, and then return the answer.
Cool. And it works?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. Did anybody have any questions, first of all?
So I think the trouble you run into is, so what if you pass in the string 1 instead of string 2? Is that going to work too?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cool.
So I had a question also.
Yeah.
Like, so what we had was you guys are using that function char at and then saying at the 0. Do you think like just saying, bracket I bracket 0 would work? Because we were doing that and it wasn't working, at least for the space part. Would that still work?
Are you saying put a bracket 0 like right here?
Yeah, like instead of the char.
So that would only work if it was a multi-dimensional array. This is targeting a character inside of a string. That would be looking at dimension 1 index I, dimension 2 index 0.
Right.
Can you just do it? I'm just curious to see what you would get with your solution.
Say again, I'm sorry.
If you could just still do it, I'm just curious to see like what you would get with your solution. So array I and then another bracket 0.
Oh, you want to see what would happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and so console do that, and then console.log answer for each step of the array. So
A lot of undefineds.
Yeah, that's the problem you ran into. So like it'll give you undefined for the first one, but then afterwards it does concatenate the string. So things like the space that messed it up.
Yeah, it would just undefine the spaces at the end, but everything in between was okay.
Huh.
Yeah, because Ed taught us early on that a space is a character.
it is, yes, that's absolutely right. A space is a character. But we want to, so basically if you were to do this without using split, you would need to look at, okay, so do I get to a character? Like as I'm iterating through the string, check to see if it's a character. Then if it is, I'm sorry, check to see if it's a space. If it's a space, then you would grab the first character, capitalize it, and tack it onto the string. Does that make sense, Caesar?
Yeah, no, I was actually saying that when we was trying to do the second one without the split.
Oh, without the split. Okay. Did anybody do it without the split?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Using regex, we could do it without the split.
Oh, don't even mention regex here. We're not going down that road. We will later, but yeah, it's okay. Did anybody get to the string reverse?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to share your solution? Is that a no? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So walk us through it.
You're muted.
Yeah, you're,
All right, can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yeah.
All right, so with this one, again, you're just creating a function, name it whatever you want. Inside of the parameters, you're gonna put string. And then inside the code body, you're just splitting whatever you're going to use. And then you're gonna put dot split, and then you're gonna put dot reverse to reverse the order of the letters, and then dot join to just turn it into a new string. And then just to see that it works, you just console.log it. And there it is at the bottom.
Cool.
Yep.
Any questions? No?
Do you have to put str there, or can you just put empty quotations?
Where? What line are you referring to?
Yeah, line 1, like, do you have to put a variable, or not a variable? Do you have to put characters there, or can you just put quotations?
So you're talking about str where it says return str?
So he's talking about the parameters inside of the function along with the return.
Right. So that str on line 2 is the parameter for the function. So we have to call the split method and the reverse method and the join method on that parameter. So again, remember when we define our function, what we have in the parentheses is the parameter. That's basically the variable that's going to be set. And then we're calling those methods on that parameter. So when we pass in hello, str becomes hello. When we invoke the function on line 8, str becomes hello, and then we invoke all those methods. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Cool. So that solution was fine for today, but as we get moving into get more practice and get more skills under our belt, we want to do that with a for loop. Okay, because that's sort of, I mean, it's fine for, again, it's fine for today, but if we're only employing JavaScript functions, we want to be a little bit more, because if you did that in an interview, they'd say, okay, cool, but how would you do it with a for loop? Right. So that would be a good first step, like kind of a, hey, I know how to solve this, but then they would want to see you be able to do it, like, because each of those methods that JavaScript is calling, it's using a for loop behind the scenes, right? So we want to be able to write that functionality ourselves.
He was too much for them teachers.
Okay. Does anybody need a break before we start the lecture?
Can you do that one in the for loop?
You want
That
me to do it? Hold on. Let's see. The reverse one?
yes. Just
You know
to
what?
get a grasp on it.
Let me
He was too much for them teachers.
I'm just worried about time. Was it okay if we go through the lecture and then I can do it after?
Yeah, we can do it later on break or anything. I just want to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. I'm just concerned about time.
Okay.
Does anybody need a break? Yeah. Okay. Let's come back at 10:30 Pacific time and we'll get started.
Hey, Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Hey, sir, do you have is there a breakout room we could talk in real quick while we're on the break?
Yeah, let me make one. Hold on, I'm having trouble here. They're all. Okay. Okay, how do I make rooms without people in them? That'd help. And I'm recording. Oh my gosh.